we need to talk about luxury watches. No, not luxury watches, but how the term luxury watch is wrecking the hobby that we love and draining our wallets in the process. Buckle up, this isn't just another clickbait rant. I promise, there's a real argument this time. Luxury watches. We all have an idea of what a luxury watch should be. But the general consensus is a watch renowned for its exceptional craftsmanship, premium materials, intricate design, in-house movement, and of course, a price tag of only a few £100s. Wait, what? A few £100s? Sorry, my mistake. I thought I was talking to Mrs. Loomed for a second there. But is our contemporary idea of luxury correct? Or have we been gaslit into accepting what the luxury brands demand the definition to be? Are the self-appointed gatekeepers of the term convincing us to cut our noses off to spite our faces whilst begging for more, purely for their own benefit? So, let's imagine that you're Mr. Big Shot, a hedge fund manager that lives by the motto, more is more. Because why have one yacht when you can have three, and name each one after a different ex-wife? You've had all the heavyweights, a Rolex GMT Master 2, the Omega Moonwatch, the IWC Big Pilot, and enough Panerais in the early 2000s to open your own boutique. But now, you're done with the watches the emperors among us lesser beings can attain. It's time to ascend to the status of a horological deity. And the sad thing? You've shorted enough stocks and obliterated the pension funds of enough poor, unsuspecting folk to buy every luxury watch in existence. You do have a heart. You spare a thought for those poor souls selling their homes to scrape enough together to lead a pointless, meagre existence until the inevitable day where they meet their maker. But hey, money is money, right? You strut into a watch store, ready to dazzle the owner with your unmatched encyclopedic knowledge of luxury watches. And if he's worthy, you might even let him bask in the glory of your presence. And if he sucks up to you enough, you'll grant him the honour of selling you your next luxury piece. What a lucky, lucky man. You glide through the store doors, muttering something about cheap tat as you breeze past the Longines and Breitling displays. Stopping at the Rolex case, you fixate on a 40mm rose gold day date with a diamond set bezel. Nice, you think. But let's be honest, I'm way better than this. Then your eyes light up as you spot an obnoxiously iced out Cartier Santos. This, you declare, is the epitome of luxury. But are you right? Or are you talking out of your Prada-cladded backside? Is luxury merely about high quality materials and high prices? Or is it just a cunning marketing scheme designed to siphon off as much of your hard-earned cash as possible? Now, just a clarification, I'm not that guy. You know, the one who insists luxury watches are a myth. Or even the one that claims in the age of smartphones, any old watch is basically the holy grail. No, my friends, I'm not here to peddle that nonsense. There are some truly exceptional luxury watches out there, handcrafted, exquisite wonders that master watchmakers have poured their heart and souls into for thousands of hours. These are the timepieces that are complications so intricate they make our mere mortal brains feel like they've been subjected to a quantum physics exam the morning after a heavy night in the pub that ended in you eating a takeaway curry that you knew tasted dodgy, but you ate anyway. A perpetual calendar with moon phase? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just works by using some of that Harry Potter magic, mate. But let's be honest here. Drilling hundreds of holes into a watch case and smashing a number of precious stones into them with a brick? Come on, I'm not having it. That's not craftsmanship. That's not innovation. That's just bedazzling for billionaires. If I wanted to see something covered in that many sparkly bits, I'd peer through the window of a beauty salon in Essex in the 2010s. Again, I'm not that guy, but they started it. So screw it, I'll double down. And when I say they, I mean the supposed luxury watch brand's marketing departments. Simply taking a basic watch and turning it into a bedazzle for your wrist. Or even worse, lazily swapping the metal from steel to gold and claiming it's the next evolutionary step in luxury timepieces? No, just stop it. And if they won't stop with their nonsense, the gloves are well and truly off. If their half-assed excuse for a metal watch is luxury, then by their own logic, every other basic metal watch is luxury too. But why do you have a bee in your bonnet about all this, I hear you ask? Surely it makes no difference to you, or anyone else, if some watches that are undeserving of the accolade are called luxury. Well, my friends, it's sadly true. I'll never be able to afford an iced out Cartier Santos, and honestly, I've come to terms with that. Unless you like and subscribe, and I become the next Mr. Beast. But I do own a Salita-powered Oris Aquis that I love for its quiet, unassumed quality. I snagged it at a price that defies logic for the quality it offers. A true value for money legend. But what does that have to do with this conversation, I hear you say? Well, pretty much everything. You see, Oris, like almost every other watch brand vying for your attention, has decided that the secret to success is to fake it until they make it. Which, by coincidence, is exactly what I'm doing with this channel. They're angling for luxury status, not out of genuine desire to provide actual luxury, but for the clout, relevancy, and obviously the sales boost. But how have they done it? By introducing basic, pointless features that we've been brainwashed into believing are the signs of luxury. Features, such as in the case of Oris, a solid gold bezel and an in-house movement. Yes, the additional power reserve is amazing, but really, we're all supposed to be prepared to scrap the idea of £2,000 being the means to access the quality Swiss watch market and accept that £3,500 is now the entry point. For what? Just so you can have a watch where the second hand keeps sweeping an extra day or two while it lounges in your watch drawer. Oh, the luxury of your watch only running out of power the day before you wear it again, instead of 2 days before. How did you ever cope without this innovation? Still, at least it'll keep those cheaper quartz watches in your drawer company. For a bit. And at least you can tell your friends that you own a luxury watch, right? Well, not me. Give me the Salita movement and change from £2,000 every time. The drive to appear luxury with minimal effort is, in my opinion, artificially manufactured. Did we ask for it? I don't remember being consulted. It began with established brands aiming to differentiate and elevate themselves above the crowd. Now, the formerly quality but value for money brands are scrambling to catch up. And guess who's paying the price? Yep, you've got it. Us, the consumer. So thanks to their midlife crisis and their new sports car come in-house movement, and we get to pay extra for the privilege of the watch equivalent of your dad not taking his recent divorce too well. Let's head back to the watch store. Remember, the one that you, Mr. Big Shot, are still at? Your one-sided conversation with the owner is rudely interrupted by the sound of his shop door opening. The owner explains to you that he will just greet the customers and be right back. You think, well, time is money, so we better make it quick. You look over at the people that have entered the store. A man dressed in jeans and a t-shirt, with his partner and an entourage of 4 children covered in a mixture of snot, fruit shoot and chocolate in tow. You listen to the conversation. The man's common as muck accent throws you at first, but then you figure it out. He's from Grimsby. Disgusting. What is a man like that doing in this fine establishment? The man explains that he's ready to make the biggest purchase of his life, right after his semi-detached bungalow and used family hatchback, of course. He's worked hard all his life and now wants to celebrate with something truly extravagant, something he might only be in the position to buy maybe once or twice in his lifetime. The man explains that he has £2,000 to spend on a luxury watch. Pah, you mutter to yourself. A deposit on an actual luxury watch will cost more than that. But then, the store owner does something unthinkable. He doesn't kick the man and his entourage of rambunctious kids out for wasting his precious time. Instead, he selects a bunch of watches the man has been drooling over and tells him to take his time. This, after all, was a big moment in this man's life. The store owner returns to serve you, and you, utterly flabbergasted, ask why he didn't at least correct the man on what a luxury watch actually is. Oh, replies the owner with a shrug. If he thinks those watches are luxury, why should I burst his bubble and lose out on a potential £2,000 sale? I'm not here to ruin his delusions, just cash in on them. Did you catch the twist? The store owner was happy for the man to redefine luxury, if it meant packing his back pocket. You see, it is we that has the power to put an end to this nonsense. So please, I'm asking you to rise up and join the revolution with me. A gold watch is no more luxury than a steel watch. It's all just metal. A basic complication in-house movement is just a movement. The only difference being the factory it was built in. There's nothing luxury about making hands move on a watch face. Come on, that's just its most basic requirement. Without that, it may as well just be a cheese grater. Let's stop referring to lazy innovation as luxury and champion value over gold bezels. But gold is a rare metal. Well, teeth are a rarity in my local town. It doesn't really feel luxurious to still possess my own full set. But diamond set watches are luxury, I hear you say. Well, I have many diamond-tipped drill bits in my toolbox. I can't remember buying them from the luxury section of B&Q. So how about we stop calling any watch luxury? Except maybe those in the category of haute horology. Because frankly, they neither are, nor is it beneficial for you that they are considered it. I shudder at the thought of what comes next if we allow this bullshit go unchecked. A solid gold San Martin with an in-house movement for 10 grand, anyone? But actually, ignore everything I've said, because my Oris has always been a luxury piece, and the most luxurious piece in my entire collection. You see, it was given to me as a gift by my partner and our four snotty fruit shoot and chocolate covered children. If only I didn't splurge all of our spare cash on watches, I could have afforded to buy protection. But, joking aside, my Oris reminds me of my little-ish family. And having my family is the only luxury I actually need in life. Please like and subscribe, and if you haven't watched my debut video yet, please click on the thumbnail on the video now. I promise, it's a doozy.